Welcome to Channel Enigmatic, where we explore mysteries, legends, and the strangest stories ever told. Today, we're diving into a topic that is both chilling and fascinating: Pact with the Devil. Is it just a myth, or have there truly been souls who traded everything for power, fame, and knowledge? When we think of a deal with the devil, we often picture a desperate figure standing at a crossroads at midnight, drawing a magical circle, chanting ancient spells, and summoning a dark entity. The devil appears, often disguised as a well-dressed gentleman with a sinister smile, offering a contract sealed in blood. In return, the person receives whatever they desire: money, love, fame, or even extraordinary talents. These stories are not just rooted in European folklore, but have also woven their way into popular culture. The most famous example is Faust from German literature, a brilliant scholar dissatisfied with his mundane life, who makes a pact with the demon Mephistopheles in exchange for infinite knowledge. There's also the tale of blues musician Robert Johnson, rumored to have sold his soul to the devil at a lonely crossroads to become a legendary guitarist of the 20th century. Strangely enough, shortly after his rise to fame, Robert Johnson died mysteriously at the age of 27, fueling speculation about his fateful contract. But is the pact with the devil real? Or is it simply a way for people to explain sudden, unexplainable success? Could it be that the devil in these stories is a metaphor for the darker sides of human nature? Ambition, desire, and greed? In this video, we'll uncover the origins of the Pact with the Devil legend, historical figures and pop culture icons rumored to have signed such contracts, the psychological and social meanings hidden behind these haunting tales. So are you ready to join me in unveiling the truth behind these devilish deals? If you are, let's step into this mysterious journey right now. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss the next thrilling video. Now let's get started. Number 1. The origins of the Pact with the Devil. Legend. The concept of making a deal with a dark force in exchange for personal gain is ancient and appears in various forms across cultures. While the most well-known version stems from European traditions, the roots of these pacts go back even further. In ancient Mesopotamian mythology, there were tales of mortals bargaining with gods or spirits for power, often with severe consequences. These stories set a foundation for the later idea of negotiating with malevolent beings. The Judeo-Christian tradition solidified the concept of the devil as a tempter. The biblical story of Adam and Eve depicts the serpent, often interpreted as Satan, coaxing humans into sin by offering forbidden knowledge. This planted the idea that evil forces could tempt people by promising something they deeply desired. However, the formal notion of a deal with the devil emerged in the Middle Ages. The growing influence of Christianity in Europe framed the devil not just as a symbol of sin, but as an active entity seeking to corrupt human souls. By the 15th century, with the rise of the witch hunts, it was widely believed that witches gained their powers by signing pacts with Satan, a belief fueled by fear, superstition, and political manipulation. One of the most influential stories was that of Johann Georg Faust, a real-life German alchemist and astrologer who lived in the early 16th century. His legendary deal with Mephistopheles, a demon serving Lucifer, became a cultural phenomenon. The tale was popularized in Christopher Marlowe's play Dr. Faustus, 1604, and later immortalized by Goethe's Faust, 1808. Faust's story resonated because it mirrored a universal fear, the fear of trading morality and one's soul for worldly pleasures and knowledge. Interestingly, the concept of demonic pacts wasn't limited to Europe. In West African folklore, spirits or trickster gods like Eshu could grant favors in exchange for something valuable. When African slaves were brought to the Americas, these beliefs merged with Christian ideas, giving rise to new legends, such as the famous crossroads myth tied to blues music. The Pact with the Devil legend evolved with time, adapting to different cultural contexts, but always circling back to the same core idea: the dangerous allure of quick success and the hidden cost of unchecked ambition. Number 2. Famous pacts with the devil in pop culture. The idea of signing a pact with the devil has fascinated and terrified people for centuries, weaving its way into literature, music, and film. Let's dive into some of the most iconic examples in pop culture and dissect what they reveal about our collective fears and desires. 1. Faust and Mephistopheles. Perhaps the most famous tale of a deal with the devil is that of Johann Georg Faust. The story was popularized in Christopher Marlowe's Dr. Faustus and later perfected by Goethe's Faust. In both versions, Faust is a brilliant but discontented scholar who, craving greater knowledge and pleasures, summons the demon Mephistopheles. They strike a deal. Faust will gain unlimited knowledge and worldly delights for a set period, but at the end of the contract, his soul will belong to the devil. Faust's story resonates deeply because it reflects a universal human struggle, the desire for more than what life offers, even at great cost. It also serves as a moral lesson. The pursuit of unchecked ambition can lead to self-destruction. 2. Robert Johnson and the Crossroads. Myth in American blues folklore, Robert Johnson is a legendary figure often associated with a devilish pact. According to myth, Johnson, an aspiring musician, met the devil at a crossroads in Mississippi. There he exchanged his soul for mastery of the guitar. Mysteriously, his musical talent skyrocketed overnight, and he produced some of the most influential blues music in history. What adds to the eeriness is his sudden death at the age of 27, contributing to the infamous 27 Club, a group of talented artists who died at that age under strange circumstances. Johnson's story captures the fear of overnight success, with the devil symbolizing the hidden price one might pay for fame. The Devil and Daniel Webster. Stephen Vincent Benet's short story, The Devil and Daniel Webster, presents a more heroic twist on the classic deal with the devil narrative. In this story, a struggling New Hampshire farmer named Jabez Stone sells his soul to the devil for 7 years of prosperity. When the devil comes to collect, the famous lawyer Daniel Webster defends Jabez in a supernatural trial. This story not only explores the allure of escaping hardship through dark means, but also conveys hope, suggesting that through courage and moral conviction, even a pact with the devil can be contested. 4. Musicians and the modern devil's deal trope. The concept of artists selling their souls for fame continues to pervade modern pop culture. Rumors have swirled for years about famous musicians like Bob Dylan, Ozzy Osbourne, and even newer artists like Billie Eilish making metaphorical deals to achieve stardom. While these stories are often sensationalized, they speak to a broader cultural fear that extreme success must come at an unnatural or sinister price. The fifth film in television Hollywood has also embraced the Pact with the Devil theme, often portraying it as a tragic moral lesson. Movies like The Devil's Advocate, 1997, show how temptation and ambition can lead individuals down dark paths, while series like Supernatural depict characters constantly bargaining with demonic forces, highlighting the emotional and spiritual consequences. These stories, both old and new, reveal a timeless fear, the cost of unchecked ambition. Whether in music, literature, or film, the deal with the devil trope warns us about the dangers of sacrificing our morals for temporary gain, a haunting reminder that some prices may be too high to pay. Number 3. The psychology behind pacts with the devil. Why does the idea of a deal with the devil continue to captivate us? The answer lies in the human psyche, a blend of fear, ambition, and morality. 1. The allure of instant gratification. At its core, the pact with the devil trope reflects the human desire for instant success. In psychology, this ties to the concept of delayed gratification, the ability to resist an immediate reward in favor of a larger, future benefit. Studies show that those who master delayed gratification often achieve greater long-term success. However, not everyone can resist the lure of quick results, making the devil's offer of immediate power or fame deeply seductive. Second, projection of inner conflicts. The devil in these stories often symbolizes a person's inner darkness, their greed, jealousy, or ambition. Psychologically, making a pact with the devil is a way to externalize these internal struggles. Instead of admitting their own moral failings, people project their wrongdoings onto a supernatural force, allowing them to avoid responsibility. 3. Fear of success and the imposter syndrome. Interestingly, the fear of having sold one's soul also relates to imposter syndrome, the feeling of being a fraud despite evident success. Some individuals, overwhelmed by their rapid rise to fame or fortune, rationalize their achievements by imagining a hidden, sinister cause. This helps explain why stories about musicians like Robert Johnson resonate. They echo the fear that success must have come at a dark cost. 4. Moral lessons in social control. Historically, deal with the devil tales were also a form of social control, reinforcing moral boundaries. By painting ambition, greed, or defiance of authority as pathways to eternal damnation, these stories discouraged people from challenging the status quo. In essence, they served as cautionary tales about the consequences of overstepping moral lines. 5. The eternal struggle between good and evil. Lastly, the enduring power of these narratives comes from their portrayal of the classic battle between good and evil, not just in the world, but within ourselves. They force us to ask, what would I sacrifice to get what I want? Where do I draw the line between ambition and morality? These questions make the Pact with the Devil theme timeless and universally relatable. Number 4. Signs of a pact with the devil in real life. While the notion of literally signing a contract with the devil belongs to legend and lore, some believe there are symbolic signs that a person may have metaphorically made a dark bargain. These signs often align with sudden, inexplicable changes in a person's life or behavior. Let's explore some of the most mysterious indicators often linked to the idea of a real-life devil's pact. 1. Sudden, unexplained success. One of the most common signs is a dramatic overnight rise to fame, fortune, or power. When someone goes from obscurity to incredible success with no clear explanation, especially if their talent or skills seemed average beforehand, whispers of a deal with the devil tend to surface. This reflects the human tendency to search for hidden causes behind extraordinary events. 2. Drastic personality shifts. Another eerie sign is a sudden shift in personality. Those rumored to have made a pact may exhibit increased arrogance, cruelty, or a blatant disregard for morality, as if they've sacrificed their conscience for worldly gains. This could also be linked to the psychological effects of sudden power or fame. 3. Ominous symbols or imagery. People often point to the use of dark symbolism, pentagrams, allusions to hell, or cryptic references to the devil in an individual's art, speech, or public persona. While these could be mere aesthetic choices, they fuel rumors of a supernatural connection, a streak of misfortune. Ironically, some believe that a person who makes a pact with the devil will experience a streak of tragic events, such as mysterious illnesses, accidents, or the untimely deaths of those around them. This idea stems from the notion that the devil's gifts always come with a hidden curse, the 27 Club, and untimely deaths. The infamous 27 Club, a group of artists who died at the age of 27, including Robert Johnson, Jimi Hendrix, and Amy Winehouse, has fueled conspiracy theories about pacts with dark forces. The belief is that their success came at the cost of a shortened life. These signs may be more about human psychology than supernatural influence, reflecting our fears of unexplained success, personality changes, or tragic downfalls. But they continue to add an aura of dark mystique to those who rise and fall in extraordinary ways. If you sign a pact with the devil, what are the consequences? The consequences of a pact with the devil, whether literal or symbolic, are rarely portrayed as positive. Let's break down the eerie aftermath that often follows these sinister agreements, both in lore and metaphorical interpretations. A hollow victory. Success gained through dark means often feels empty. In stories, those who make the deal may achieve their desires, but lose their sense of fulfillment or joy. Isolation. Betraying one's morals can sever relationships. Friends and family might sense something off, leading to social isolation. The hidden cost. The devil's bargains always have fine print. What appears to be a simple trade often spirals into unforeseen consequences. Sudden tragedies, paranoia, or worse, spiritual decay. The moral corruption that follows can lead to psychological distress, guilt, and even madness. The final payment. In classic tales, the ultimate price is the soul itself, symbolic of losing one's true self or moral compass. In the end, the notion of a pact with the devil is more than just a spine-chilling story. It's a mirror reflecting our deepest fears and desires. These tales warn us of the perils of unchecked ambition and the seductive lure of instant gratification. They remind us that success, when achieved without integrity, often comes at an unseen cost. But perhaps the most haunting question remains. Would you sign the deal if the devil offered you everything you ever wanted? And if so, what price would you truly be willing to pay? Thank you for joining me on this dark and thought-provoking journey. If you enjoyed this exploration into pacts with the devil, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content diving into legends, psychology, and hidden meanings. Until next time, be careful what you wish for.